officially back. I thought I would use the weekends for my YouTube as like a bit of a special discussion segment for my YouTube on the weekends. I take about 45 minutes to maybe an hour, maybe even shorter than that, to kind of discuss what's going on and play some For Honor here. Um, so many of you have probably have seen the situation today. The game industry isn't doing very well right now. It's kind of in shambles. Um, let's just go ahead and talk about what's going on at this very moment. And that is the fact that on Twitter and Twitch and on many other social medias, um, Respawn put out that they're making their changes to their battle pass. It is causing a, I would say, almost a network-wide outrage. Um, for some who may or may not understand, I don't have or will have the editing done. I mean, this is a live, so it's an open discussion sort of thing. But the free battle pass does give a little bit more. In fact, I can possibly tell you the exact amount of things that's happening with these changes that's sending people into an absolute outrage, to say the least. I'm gonna grab Tiandi, I think, for this one. I hope everyone's weekend is going well, though. But I do know that this weekend, for some, it's not going so good. But whoever's watching this, I hope your weekend's going good. Let's grab what's going on here. Okay, so I do have a screenshot of the Battle Pass if you want to follow along, if you were able to look it up on your devices. And we can just kind of sift through this. So previously, you were able to, on the old free version of the pass, you're able to get to 110 levels. You're able to earn 200 Apex coins, which is the in-game currency. And you're also able to get 7 Apex packs. And that was the old free pass. You know how you can have the free version of the pass and then you also have the like premium or exclusive version of the pass. So what I just read to you was the old version. And the new version is 60 tiers, and you still get the 200 Apex coins. You get 7 packs. And also they've added the fact that you can now earn a epic character skin, a epic weapon skin, a epic standing emote and a times 2 reward of free hold. So basically it's almost double your efforts for free. Like they just give you double benefits when you're going off the free pass, thinking that a skin or two will basically satisfy you. And those are the only add-ons for the old compared to the old. That's that's all right. You know, it is nice to be able to get skins, but I do stand by my personal statement on skins in a first-person shooter. I don't really see the point, but we get them anyway. So, um, let's move on to the new premium and what it entails. The old premium did the 110 levels, which was at the time the max. And the old, the other deal is with the old premium, you get the 1300 packs. You get the 1300 V-Bucks coins. Plus, you get the 1200 crafting points as well. You get the 10 exotics, 14 Apex packs, and you get the 2 legendary skins for the characters. And also, one weapon skin, one reactive weapon skin, and one reactive variant. Okay, pretty good for an old premium. The new premium is 60 levels. Excuse me. The usual 1300 Apex coins, but you get 2400 crafting material, which is okay. And then you also have the 10 exotic shards, 17 Apex packs, 3 legendary thematic packs, which is basically it's a theme of the season, theme of a character, theme of guns, etc. So 3 thematic packs, 2 legendary character skins, 1 legendary weapon skin, and 1 reactive weapon skin. That's the new premium for $9.99. So $10. Let's be realistic here. $10 for all that. Okay. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, really. I mean, if we think about it, there's some change, some, but not a whole lot to really make you go woot. Okay, not a whole lot. And mind you, they've completely removed the fact that you can earn the pass for 950 coins, which is what you're able to earn every pass, because in the old premium, it was 950 Apex coins, and you were actually able to earn 1300. It made sense, but they don't seem to really like the fact that you can earn every pass for free. So what do we do? Well, a majority of passes today, you do have to use real currency. Um, there's several passes. I mean, I'm playing one, for example, where you do have to use real currency, but it was always nice to come across a game that gave you the option to earn um, your pass. And pretty much at this point, the only game that's really doing that right now, if this change does go through, which it's 50-50 still, in my opinion. A lot of people are boycotting and calling this the worst change in the history of Apex alone. So, who knows? But if this goes through, then that only leaves just a few games that give you the option to earn your battle pass. Now, the only one that I know of, like right off the top of my head, is of course Fortnite. Fortnite has always been a good option, in my opinion. But let's move on to the bundle. The premium bundle is the used to be where it would give you the 25 level skips. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. So they've even upgraded this particular bundle here. So the previous one was 110 levels with the 25 level skips, just like a few other games that we're familiar with that give you level skips. You get 1,300 packs, so that hasn't changed. That didn't really change. The only thing that made the premium different was the level skips. That's it. There was really nothing that enthused a lot of people to get anything else. We all just wanted the level skips. So that being said, let's move on to the next thing here. 1,300 V-Bucks, 1,300 Apex coins, 1,200 crafting materials, 10 exotic shards, 14 Apex packs, and so basically whatever the premium had, the premium bundle had, except for 25 skips. That's all. That's the only difference between the two. That's the only difference. So what's causing the uproar? Well, it is the price tag for the next one. Now, the old one was 2,800 Apex coins, which is roughly around $20-$30 or so, or something like that. Now we're at the new premium bundle, which is well more than that. You're about to see that. So so level 60, and it says up here also above both the new, um, actually all throughout the new changes, you'll notice that it'll say every half season. That's because they are cutting the seasons in half entirely per split. Because the ranking system that we have in there, they do a split, and it's like you get a soft reset. As some might say, it's not as much as a reset, but they just kind of put you back to your most averaged rank, and then you're just like basically expected to get better and better or something like that. Anyways, I never really understood it. You know, I'm not really hardcore into Apex, but anyways, what we're seeing here is that at every half of the season, so their seasons tend to be like 3 months-ish, so around day 85 or so, they're going to they release a new um, part of the pass. And some of you might have kind of caught on to the whole trend here by now. It's people think that it's like Fortnite or it's like any other game does this. It's more or less the fact that you have to spend real currency now, and you can't just earn it. That's what makes this an outrage. You have to buy it if you want the full experience. Now, what I think is what makes this worse is they claim to have taken input from other players, casuals especially, and pros and content creators. I know for a fact that content creators did not agree to this. They would never agree to this. There's quite a few of them out there that would never agree to something like this. This is truly an outrage to some people. So let's take a look at this. For $19 per half of the season. That is right, per half for $19 per half of the season. You get the 60 levels, a 10 level skip, 1,300 V-Bucks, 2,400 materials, 20 exotic shards, 17 Apex packs, and 3 legend themic packs, and then get your 2 legend character skins, 1 legendary weapon skin, a weapon reactive, 2 premium legendary character skin variants, and all the legends are playable during the battle pass duration. I don't see why you would even need this, because if anything, you can earn all the legends. You can earn all the legends. So, not sure why they implemented that. But what do I know? So, this has been the big discussion of the week for the gaming world. And many of you may or may not have noticed, but on the day of the tweet, it got a notice of some sort. I won't mention what it is. It's very interesting, though. But it got a notice, a community notice, saying that it was basically making posts profitable only to its shareholders. So it basically got reported for sharing a update to their battle pass so that they can make more money, which seems to be the huge deal nowadays in the gaming industry, unfortunately. A business has to evolve into a business, and that's what the gaming industry has done. It's evolved into a business. So a business is sometimes cutthroat. So for $40, you can get the season if you choose to pay the $40. If you choose to. Now, $40 a season is a lot of money. Generally speaking, it is quite a bit of money. It's almost worth an entire game if you do the math correctly. It's almost worth an entire game. Even just getting a $20 pass is too high in my perspective. So the fact that they're splitting the passes in half makes no sense. Even though you get 10 more levels compared to the usual, as far as I can tell, 60 plus 60 is 120. There is the problem of the price tag. Now, I do understand where they were trying to go with this. A lot of games today do this with their battle passes. However, they don't advertise it as though you are pressured to get it. They're definitely pressuring you to get it. Now, apparently, there was a notation taken by a developer or some sort of analyst, and they saw that the majority of the items earned from the current battle passes were being unused. Which is, I mean, sure, once you have your favorite, you got your favorite skin, you got your favorite banners and such like that, you still want to get the pass, but you keep, but sometimes you forget to switch out things. I don't really always use battle pass items right away. I tend to like wait a couple of seasons before I use it. You know, but this discourages people from even getting the pass anymore. Because there are people who would want to do the $40 value or who would want to take a chance at doing the 10 just to see if it would go anywhere. So what does this mean for Apex? Is Apex truly going to die after this season? Honestly, Apex has been going down a very slow road of destruction. Not since it came out, but definitely at around season 12-ish was not a very good season. Started to see a lot of cheaters in that season. That season was pretty well riddled with cheaters. This season is probably the worst it's ever been, by far. Now, you can't exactly blame the company because they're just trying to be a business and they're trying to earn money like a company would. And we've bought into so much of it. Like there's so much money put into it, and a lot of content creators have put a lot of money into it. They're just willing to say, hey, give us more. But we all know that's not going to happen. If this protest that people are giving goes through, these changes may not happen, and that'll be a good thing. But then again, they could just proceed with it, and they have every right to. When I was in University of Full Sail taking my courses, the first couple of courses it started out with calling you individuals who are watching, players, gamers, and whatnot. Okay, that started to turn, not quickly, but slowly but surely, even in the textbooks. I noticed that some of the terminology was being changed. And I think the one that really caught my eye was the fact that they started saying customer and consumer rather than gamers, players, or content creators. That kind of took me by surprise. It kind of woke me up there. It's like, whoa. I decided not to go with becoming a game designer because of that. Because I would care too much for the players, and apparently that doesn't get you money, and that doesn't get you respect or approval. So I didn't want to go through with it. But I will have to say I did kind of see a lot of these actions coming when I was taking my school. And it did flabbergast me. But with where the industry is going today, should we expect better or worse? We're going to expect worse. And with the game industry being the top of the food chain right now and all companies making money, it's not going to get any better, unfortunately. It's just not. So we just got to stick out to it. A lot of people think that the game was already dying by the time they reached to season 10, um, or it was too hard by season 10. I will have to say the skill ceiling for Apex has gone up, like tripled its size. I'm not saying it's a bad game to get into, but I'm also saying it's not the best game to get into right at this moment. Looks like we gotta use some offline Dominion. So what do I think is going to happen with Apex in the future of Battle Passes? Well, Battle Passes is going to start to cease to exist. I think we're over it. For the new gen games, they're going to cease to exist because they're not as good as they could be. I've played several games in my time with Battle Passes, and this is a mistake that's about to happen. And you also have to wonder who are they getting input from? Because if you have your top streamers not happy with the change and they're not going to respond to that, who are they asking? Who is the Q&A crew for them? Because even when you're in Q&A, you have to keep up with what's going around that world of the game. Like, what's going on in that community? Is it help? Is it healthy? Is it thriving? Um, that's the sort of stuff you should be researching. And they claimed that they were getting feedback from casuals, pros, and streamers who agreed that this new system would be a-okay. Well, it would be a-okay for them. It would be because they can practically earn it in a Twitch drop if they so pleased. I'm not trying to gaslight any of the streamers, but they are unfortunately the part of the problem. Because even if you're a streamer or a content creator, you're still entertainer. You know, you make people make videos to entertain. Yeah. So it wouldn't be the best idea. I have seen what content creators want to create, but they can't really do it, stuff like that. They want to make a better Apex, they want to make a better COD, all that stuff. You just can't really do it. Apex was supposed to be the FPS to knock out COD eventually, but now with the constant decline and it's lost its itch, it's no longer the it factor. You know, there's just no point in playing it anymore because it just doesn't have its factor that drew in its players anymore. It lost that passion. It eventually became just another money grab. It doesn't mean since what they do when they have these particular games is they consider the fact that players are willing to spend, $60 to $70 on a game. Let's go ahead, beat them to the punch. We send out a free game, and then they have to, if they want something special, hey, then they buy it with real currency, or they buy our currency in order to get the item in the store. Uh, Getting executed again by pirate. They've really have buffed up these bots. No lie, they have buffed up these bots. They're like giga buffed right now. Oh, I gotta go up against those dudes. And I'm working with these guys. All right, we got king. Hey, well, let me. Really? Dude's got blocking of a god here. And it seems like surprisingly, For Honor is the only battle pass that you pay for it, and then they even have free passes sometimes. The free passes are targeted for like the free to play players, but they at least try to give the free to play players something. So we could be experiencing the last of the battle passes. I think it's time has come. You know, I think people are kind of tired of getting the same old, same old. So it may be time for industries to start hanging up the battle passes. Because if they're going to do what Respawn has pulled, then they're not going to draw in any more players, and they'll eventually just start dropping the battle pass program. The battle passes, I I wasn't sure about them. I think a lot of people were not sure about them, but now we're really not sure about them. So could we be finally at the end of the line with battle passes? Battle pass system was a good system. It kept people on the same page in some cases, but eventually we have to grow into things that we need to do. But battle passes is going to start coming to an end, and getting all those goodies and such, I think, is going to start coming to an end because let's face it, you know, if we're not using the content that they give us in the battle passes, I guess we would have to be satisfied with things that we don't get from the battle passes. This case being uh, Apex believing that there's nothing they can do, they just want to make money. And I kind of figured we were going to start getting into the age of just we just want to make money. And that's fine. I mean, we got to make money somehow. Man, I got the worst bots in this round. Whoa, the Giga Chat buffed them. Hey, hey. Okay. But if you think about it too, does Fortnite do this? Kind of. They have multiple passes, but they're not like split into like one main pass. Because that's what's going on here. Oh man. So I think this is just a sign, everybody, that we're probably not going to have battle passes anymore. This could be it. This could be the end. Apex could be signaling the very end. Blizzard has kind of not done well with their passes, like they've done a lot of collabs. So what's left to play, really, in some cases? I think we're going to start seeing the single player scene blow up. Maybe a strong assumption, but I think we're going to see the single player scene blow up a little bit. Just because people want to get away from it. People want to get away from the fact that they have to pay real currency for a lot of the games that they would want to play. And with single player games, you only have to play once. You only have to pay like once, twice, maybe three times. It kind of just depends if you've got the battle pass or not. Yes, stories can have battle passes. Basically, you just pay one price for all the DLC or whatever that came out for that game, and that's it. So it's a decent deal. Decent deal. No lie. Um. So yeah, that's where we're at. And while I was at school, like I said, the word players and gamers started to cease to exist even in the textbooks, and they were teaching us how to be businessmen. And it's like, yeah, you gotta know how to be have a business perspective when it comes to game design or any position in the game industry, even a developer, especially a developer. You gotta know what's good for business, for your shareholders, and all that. There's a lot that goes into those. However, this is not good business, in my opinion. It's not good business. This is the kind of business that draws players away from their desires to play a game. Again, you either pay $20 per pass or you pay $40 per pass. So everything's doubled. Tis a shame. At least For Honor and a few other game titles that do well with their satisfactory, passes and such like that. At least we won't expect them to change anytime soon. At least I hope not. I hope not. Oh, dog woke up from her third nap this morning. Whoa, snuck up on me. Built a snowman. Well, I do believe I got the executions required. Yay. If no one hasn't already, go check out another game that is struggling. Check out Boundless by Wonderstruck, I guess, if you've kept up with that. Also, if you want more information on Boundless, follow my wife, Mrs. Star. But I think that is all we're going to talk about for today. That is the situation. Gaming has evolved into more of a business, and the new people taking the helm, which would be the people of my school of 2020, will be taking over soon. It's a little terrifying, I know, but we'll get through it. Oh, look how close I am to leveling up here. 2 points. Go run a quick duel. What should we run real quick? Oh, not a ranked duel. I don't do ranked on the weekends, or else I get like uh, certain players I don't like to play against, and they make you do it over and over and over again. It's like this is supposed to be a matchmake. Make it into a matchmake. I don't want to have to go against the same dude 6, 7 times. And that's also another reason why I gave up ranked on this game. Many of you may or may not remember when I used to stream on my Twitch and I did an awful lot of ranked, and I don't do no ranked, and I don't even touch PvP anymore much. It's mostly because the game, For Honor, has kind of gone south with that perspective. So, and this is one of those games I just didn't get treated right. Okay, I need to learn how to do. Okay, that is really starting to make me pissed. Boy, yawning a lot on this one. I'm very tired. I had to do a little work this morning. Okay, I'm gonna try. Sweet. Oh, had ourselves an event last night. Wanted to go, could not go. It actually peaked here where I live, 102 last night when it was 5 p.m. So yeah, if anyone were to ask how my summer's going, it is very weird. Okay, is it really the? Maybe it is. I don't know. Well, I think I will end the stream here. I am starting to fade, and I still need to take my bath and take a nap. So be sure to check out Boundless on Mrs. Stars, and I will see you guys next week for another discussion on the game industry.